to do number 15. I made a million mistakes, and they're just standard mistakes the first 4 times I did it. So let's see if I can do it now. 1 plus 1 minus 2i x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 0. And I'm just going to use the quadratic. So -2 plus or minus the square root of 4, that's 2 squared, minus 4a, 1 minus 2i, c is just 1, I'm going to leave it out, all over 2a, so 2 minus 4i. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simplify the inside of that square root, -2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 plus 8i, all over 2 minus 4i. Then I notice that these 4's cancel, so 4 and 4. I'm left with an 8, -2 plus or minus the square root of 8i, all over 2 minus 4i. I notice that I can simplify that 8i even further, so I'm just going to go for that. 2 plus or minus 2. So that represents a 4 in the middle, but a 2 on the outside, 2i. And notice I have a common, can divide by something, which is 2 now. So I'm going to divide everything by 2. So we get 1 plus or minus the root of 2i all over 1 minus 2i. Now this right here, I'm going to take a little bit of a shortcut and kind of fast forward through this, and it's all from page 20, proposition 2.7, which we've been going over in exercise 2.2. And in fact, I think we already found in the previous videos what the root of 2i is for this, and it is plus or minus i plus 1. Yeah, or 1 plus I think I prefer to say it like that. So we're just going to do that. So that's going to be 1, that's going to be 1 plus or minus 1 plus I all over 1 minus 2i, and then we also get 1 plus or minus, what am I doing here? I'm going to say plus here, and then this is going to be minus 1. Okay, so we get 1 plus I here, 1 minus 2i. So now we just got to simplify, and we get 2 plus I all over 1 minus 2i. Let's rationalize the denominator, or whatever that's called. 1 plus 2i, all right, 1 plus 2i, and 2 plus I plus 4. Ooh. Did I get that right? Yeah, plus 4i. Plus 4i plus 2i squared all over 1, and I'm just going to leave these middle terms out, so then I get minus 4i squared. And then here we get 2, oh no, sorry. This is going to be, this is going to be 2 plus 5i minus 2 all over, this is going to be 1 plus 4. These are going to cancel, and we just end up with 5i over 5, which is going to be I. Now, I definitely made a mistake here because I think the answer is -I. So where did I make a mistake? Oh, right here. In fact, there it is right there. See that? See how easy it is to make a mistake? That's, if you didn't catch that, these are supposed to be negative. I just switched these. Yeah, so do it again. Let's go. Yeah, so if you didn't catch that, that's how easy it is to make a mistake. All right. So we end up with I all over 1 minus 2I. And then 1 plus 2I on both of these. 1 plus 2I. And then we get I plus 2I squared. All divided by 1 plus 4I squared minus 4I squared. Alright, so we get I minus 2 all over 5. Alright. And then I suppose negative 2 plus I over 5 would be a better answer. And then here we get negative 1 minus 1 minus I all over 1 minus 2I. And this is going to be negative 2 minus I all over 1 minus 2I. And then I think it's called rationalize the denominator, right? It's 2I plus 2I. And then we end up with negative 2 minus I minus 4I minus 2I squared, right? Yep. And then on the bottom we get 1 minus 4I squared. So let's go ahead and cancel these one. This is a negative 2. This is a positive 2. So we just end up with negative, we end up with negative 5I all divided by 1 plus 4. That's 1 plus 4 right there. It's going to be 5, so we end up with negative I. Here are the two answers. So again, mistakes, this is my 5th time doing it, and as you can see, I made a mistake. The only reason I knew that I made a mistake was because I knew the answers. So that leaves, at least for me, maybe you're a little bit more consistent than me, but at least from my perspective, I'm looking at this and saying, I make mistakes very often. So I have to be very careful. Probably you too, right? So when you do these, just be very careful, very slow, and try to get it right the first time. That would be my only suggestion, especially in a testing environment. If you're just with your friends studying, well then, do it quick and compare. But in a testing environment, slow, steady is the way to go.